Hi, this is Lee from colouringqueen.net, and a while ago somebody asked me if I would film what my office and colouring cave looked like. So we're doing a few little repairs and renovations at the moment, so the house isn't up to normal, but anyway, this is it, my home office. I share the space with my husband, and my colouring cave, so where all your reviews are filmed. And I've just got a new table today, and I'm going to test that out for filming. So I've been rearranging the office this morning, so it may look different from other pictures that you've seen of it. All of the colouring books live on the left hand side in those shelves, which are floor to ceiling. It looks like only a small space, but trust me, they fit quite a lot into them. Then of course there is my computer, and as you can tell, I'm a bit of an Apple fan. Then we come around and we've got where all the pencils live and texters and so on. So there's a little bit more over there, and yeah, so that's basically it. Up on the shelf above the computers, I often might say that the book is in the queue. Well, that's my queue. They're the things that are coming up for review, and I haven't videoed them yet. So they're the things that are to be videoed. So that's it for the home office. So let's get to the colouring book collection. So I'm going to switch the camera around, and I'll probably just go through each book. Might tell you a little bit about them and whatnot, but this is going to be a really long video because there's quite a lot to go through here. You've probably seen more than half of them in video reviews, and I've got to say, my earlier videos, the first 100 or so, were pretty awful, so this might be an opportunity to see the book better. So I'm going to switch the camera around and we're going to get right down to it. So my first little book here is called Fantasy Theatre. I've just posted the review for this last night, and it's a cute little book from Japan based on the Sanrio characters. Then of course we have Pokemon, also from Japan. I've seen that on Twitter and I knew I had to have it, even though it was the most expensive shipping from Japan to Australia. Just had to have it. They didn't ship to Australia, so I had to go through a buyer's agent, which is what made it so expensive. Frame Fantasia from the very talented guys at Tocti Croc, which is based out of Barcelona. I bought their first book, Hidden Nature, when I was on holidays earlier this year, and really fell in love with the kitty cat in it. Everyone knows I love kitty cats, and there's a cute little kitty cat on each page. Frame Fantasia is a bit different in that it's like little drawings that are picture frames and you can put things inside it, so really different from their first colouring book. Joanna's Christmas, of course, the US edition. Romantic Journey by Inko. She's a really talented Japanese artist, and she's really well known for knitting and things like that. So Romantic Journey is all about Lulu the cow. Flower Inspirations by Christine Aldridge. Really like her mandalas and stuff like that. So I had this out because I was going to colour some in. I'm really into mandalas, strangely enough, at the moment. I say strangely because it's never been really my thing. Dr. Seuss. So, of course, who can't forget Dr. Seuss from their childhood? Cat in the Hat. You know, what's not to like? Then, of course, there's some others, and we've got way to go. So these are some tarot cards. I bought them off a Kickstarter campaign. And they were sent to me a few months ago. Everyone knows I've got this massive backlog, so things just pile up. So there's the tarot cards, and I've posted the review on those. This is one of my favourite books. Absolutely love this one. So it translates to Magical Delights, and it's a Czech book. Super, super, super gorgeous. Really love that book, and I love these hardback books that we get out of Europe. Now, this one is the folio that goes with those tarot cards that I showed you. It's by Echo Chernik. If you have a chance, go and have a look at the website for this woman. Her art is just stunning. Now, here's a book that I got sent over from Croatia, and it's actually a lot bigger than what you might think, you know, up in close. And the video review should be up for this one as well. So, huge book in comparison to our normal ones. And just have a look at it up against Joanna's Christmas, and you can see what I mean, it's a bit bigger. And so, of course, I've got the UK edition of Joanna's Christmas, and I've actually got another one on the way because I ordered it and got one from the publisher. So this is called Land of Dreams, and it's a beautiful colouring book out of Croatia. Extremely detailed, really, really lovely, and again, a real favourite. Now, I'm just going to get some more and we can continue on. Okay, here's another one from Japan. It's called Wonderland. Of course, it's based on Alice in Wonderland, and if you know me, you know I love Alice in Wonderland. Now, online it looks really huge, but in person it's not. It's actually quite small. So there it is, up against a normal size colouring book. So it's a lot smaller than what you might think. So that's Wonderland, and of course, you know I love my Alice, and of course we've got another Alice in Wonderland book out of Japan as well. Super cute, super beautiful, and I adore Alice in Wonderland. Now here's a colouring book by an Australian artist, and it's Gulliver's New Travels. Again, it's one that's been stuck in my backlog, and I was going to work the other day, and I'll post a picture on my blog, and there's an open air gallery near my work, and guess what was adorning this open air gallery, and seeing it coloured in is absolutely fantastic. It just looks amazing. So then we have another book out of Japan. This one came out about last month, and again, super cute. So more from Japan, and it's no secret that I love Japanese and Korean colouring books. And again, this is a new colouring book that was released about a month ago. This is an interesting book. It's a technique book, and it's the new guide to colouring. I'm going to do a detailed post, and I've sort of been working on it in draft form for months now. It's just one of those things that it takes a lot longer to do than what you might think. And I'll include this in it. I've got another technique book, but this one is actually better. And I think for beginner colourists, which I am, these technique books can be quite useful. So I was coming home from work one day, and everyone needs a little treat, so I seen that they had Fairies in Wonderland on special at the newsagents near my work, so I picked up the small postcard book of Fairies in Wonderland, and I think you guys already know I love postcard books. I love that they're smaller and they're not so intimidating to colour in. So this is Manic Botanic, and this book has been out for a while again. It's one that's been stuck in my queue, and it is full of the most intricate and beautiful details. I've got a Pinterest board on it if you want to see completed pictures from there. Now here's Snow White from Colour the Classics again. It's been stuck in my queue. And it's full of the classic tale of the Snow Queen, Snow Queen rather than Snow White. The Colour the Classics, you know, they're quite popular, but I've got to say I'm not too keen on reviewing any more of them. I just, I like other colouring books better. So that's the Snow Queen. This is a book called Fairies. It's by Russell Ince, and he has a children's book of the same name. This was also a Kickstarter campaign, and I fell in love with the cover, as I usually do. And it came when I was, really ill a few months ago, and I haven't got to it yet. Now, I bought 2 copies of it because I liked it, or liked the cover. So I'm back. I had to replenish the supply of colouring books and change the camera because it had already filled up. So in the meantime I got myself a cup of tea, and of course my coaster is something that you can colour in as well. So everything's about colouring in here. So this is Wild Savannah. It came out a long time ago. Unfortunately, I was sick at the time. It's been stuck in my queue forever. So another one from Millie Morotto. Here's a cute one called Winter Wonderland. It's very cute, nice and scenic, and it's got a nice little variety of pictures in it, and perfect for this time of year. Here we go is Landmarks of the World, and again another one. It's got 35 world famous buildings. Bought this a long time ago. It's super cute. I must review that. And here is Pesky. It's a Polish illustrator. Her first book was Weissby, which was the island one of my favourite books, and again stuck in my queue. Here's a lovely one. I think it's from Norway or Finland. I bought it from Norway. Beautiful work from this lovely artist. I've already reviewed one of her books, which you'll find on my blog, and this is the second one. Here's another one from Poland. The Other Side of Sleep is the translation. Really interesting colouring book because of the use of dark black everywhere. So really gorgeous. Here's another one. Again, beautiful book. This is the Jungle Visions colouring book. Lots of intricate detail. But if you have a look at this guy colouring in and his artwork, it's just fabulous. Now here is the big book of Fairies in Wonderland that goes with those little set of postcards that I showed you earlier. And there's going to be a new book out in a couple of months' time called Mermaids in Wonderland, so watch out for that one. Here's another super cute book by Amelie Shen. She's got another one called Wonderland, which I've got to review and I haven't as yet. It's got some pre-printed backgrounds on there, and it's also Japanese. Here's another little cutie one that I found at a shop in Sydney. They only had 2 copies left. It was wrapped up in plastic. I didn't know what to expect from it, but it's as cute as a button. So another Japanese one over here. Gorgeous little book, this one. It's really cute. And it's full of super cute little sort of interior type images. Here's one I've had for a while. It's called Wonders of Creation, and it's full of Zentangle type illustrations. It's super cute as well. Now the little one that was stuck to it I got from Etsy and haven't reviewed it as yet, but it's a funny little book. It's a cat book, of course, but it's also a story as well, so very cute little book, that one. Then I'm a big fan of Creative Haven. I think they offer really good value for colourists. So this is their one on vintage hand fans, so cute book as well. Here's one that I've had for a long time. It's called Misfits by White Stag, and they do some really sort of cute and quirky little illustrations of sort of girls with big eyes and whatnot. So another cute book. There's that other copy of Fairies that I bought. I bought 2 from the Kickstarter campaign. Now here's Pride and Prejudice. Had this for a while, got it at the same time as Romeo and Juliet. I'm a big Jane Austen fan, so I love literature. So another Japanese colouring book, and you'll probably get used to me saying that I love Japanese colouring books. And this one I fell in love with. I seen the picture online, so I tracked it to the end of the world to get it. And I've got to say, it sort of wasn't what I expected from the cover. This is another interesting book. It's on life forms and sort of detailed pictures of of actual things of life, like octopuses and stuff like that. Sort of interesting types of patterns in that book. What else have we got? We're nowhere near done, by the way. This is just what's in my queue. We haven't even moved to the bookshelves as yet. This is just what looked like a small amount of things on the shelf that you seen earlier. That was my queue. Actually is quite a lot of stuff. So his Book of Mandalas is by Hungarian artist Evelyn Giuris. I'm probably not pronouncing that right, sorry Evelyn, but I adore Evelyn's work, and I've made it my mission. I'm going to colour in all of this book because I found it super relaxing. So I've coloured in a few pictures so far. Yeah, you've seen a couple of them there. And maybe back a bit, yeah. So it's been super relaxing, been pretty stressed lately, so this has been a good thing to colour in. And I've also got this to colour in as well, so let me move that. So it's a actual cushion, and I'm going to colour this in on screen sometime this week, and you'll see how I do it. It's not probably the way that you think I'm going to do it. I'm going to do something different, so I'm really looking forward to that one. And that video and this video are the two that scare me the most, as I say to my husband. This one because I know it's going to go for so long, and I've already got a cup of tea to make sure my voice holds out, and this one because I've only got one cushion cover, so I hope my colouring works out. So I'm just going to go replenish the supply, and I'll be back in a second. Okay, so I've got some more stuff. So this is the travel kit. It's a little colouring book in a box, and it's got some metallic pens in there. Sort of good if you're, on a train trip somewhere or something like that. And so I just picked up all the small little things at the moment. So we've got the Millie Morotto postcards. And postcards, I think, are just so useful. You can colour them in. It's only a small area, so if you've got a small amount of time, colour them in. And you've got this fabulous card paper. So, lovely little box in that. This is a little journal. It's from the Colouring Cafe. And it's got some little pictures on it and spaces to write. Big fan of notebooks, so that's why I got that one. More postcards, because I just love postcards, and that's one of London. Little portable book here. There's a set of 3, and they come in a little box. This one's Animal Kingdom. It's just got some, basic type pictures in it, but it's super cute, and you can fit it in your handbag. Another Sanrio characters book. This is a little Japanese colouring book. Now, it's, not high-end art, but it's certainly a lot of fun. And of course, I love Good Wives and Warriors. Absolutely adore those girls. This is Escape to Christmas Past, and it is absolutely gorgeous if you're looking for a colouring book for Christmas. I really recommend that one. Now, here is the Brothers Grimm colouring book, and this is really well illustrated, lovely single-sided illustrations. It's a really lovely colouring book. Here's another one. It's called Patterns, and it goes with that Animal Kingdom one I just showed you earlier. I think there's 3 in the series that you could get in a little box. Okay. Now, usually I buy most of my colouring books myself, but my husband actually bought me this one, and it's got these little cards, and you can colour them in, and also the matching envelopes. So I really love stationery, so I was super pleased to get that. And they're glued in here. They come out really easily, as you can see from that one. But it's got a lovely little presentation box there, where you can keep it all together. That also comes in like a pink look as well. We've got another little portable book here, and it's called Colour Me Mindful, and there's a few in this series by this artist, and again, they're just super cute. They're handy to have in your handbag, and very cute little books. What's this? I think I know what this is. So I have some random stuff in the cupboard always. These are from Narelle Craven, so she does the Percy colouring in books, and when you buy them from her website, she often puts in a little treat. Obviously, if you're buying them from Amazon, there's no treats for you. But when you buy direct from the artist, often the artist put in something nice for you as a little treat. So that was a little treat. Here's the Liberty colouring books, so Liberty patterns, and I used to do a bit of quilting when I was younger, so this took my fancy, full of intricate and lovely little patterns from their archive collection of materials. Now, I'm a big fan of Thania McArdle, so I love her vibrant colours and the fact that, you know, you can just have a lot of fun. You know, sometimes we get too fancy with our techniques and whatnot, so these little portable colouring books I think are super useful, and they're very, very cute. I've been having my coffee, or I got a cup of tea, and my cup of tea, I'll just move it over here and hope that I don't spill anything onto the preciousness of all the colouring books. So my cup of tea is sitting on a coaster that is one of these. So what you get when you order these from Colouring and Tangling is the pattern, and you can choose the design that you want. I chose this one, and the owner does suggest that you photocopy it, which is what I did, and I tried it out with my Inktense pencils, and that was my first result there, and the other one you'll see on my desk somewhere if you've seen that shot earlier. So I use these all the time, and I will colour them in again. I might even put, you know, something another design in there and just put them into the coaster. So coaster is plastic and it's got little feet on it, so it's super handy. You can buy them in 2, 4 and 6 packs. So I'll just move my cup of tea out of the way. Okay, so what else we got? So Hannah Lynn, Enchanted Faces. This is a super cute little book. She does some great little art. And if you want to practice your hair and skin, these little books like Hannah Lynn, Tanya Bond's got one. Super good to do your practicing with. Now, I used to do a bit of quilting when I was younger, so this one appealed to me, the Farmer's Block. So interesting colouring book, different from our usual fairies and mermaids. And, you know, I often like different things. So that's why I bought Colourgami. And again, I got this in store at an art shop in Sydney. And I got it months and months ago, which usually everything we get last in Australia. So I'm surprised that it's just sort of coming out in the US now. There's little bits of paper and a book on how you can make these gorgeous little patterns. I'll just put that over there for the moment. And on the cover, there's this cute little fox that they've made out of the little squares and the instructions inside. Super cute. Here's one of my favourite colouring books, and I would never have thought that I would say this because I am not a bicycle sporty type person at all. So we'll just shove these out of the road. But this one is just fantastic. And it's got this great kitty cat in it that moves around all the time through this book. It is just amazing, 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 amazing. It's the most beautiful book going. Now, what else have we got? We haven't even done a shelf, by the way, so if you want a cup of tea, you know, now's the time to run off and get one. I've got mine. So this is a little book of calm colouring. Again, I like these books because they can fit in your handbag. So it's not high-end arts, just some cute little pictures to colour in. So Colour Me Mindful, and this one is underwater and this one is birds. And it fits the same size as the other one that we've seen a moment ago. Then we've got Colouring for Mindfulness with the garden design. Now there's 50 little patterns in here. Unfortunately, they're printed on both sides of the paper, which would have been better if they were one-sided. Now here's one called Bollywood, and it's printed on a pad, and it's got some perforations on there, but it's really quite fine printing. I'd have to get my magnifying lamp out to see that one. Okay, I'm just going to pause the video and go and replenish the supply. Okay, Winter Drama by the lovely Hannah Calzone. You can buy the English version of this postcard set as Winter Dreams, it's called. Super gorgeous, and again fulfills my desire to have postcards. This is the colouring notebook, which is, I love notebooks, and it's filled with these gorgeous little pictures, and it's got this lovely little gold string on it, and beautiful cover. It's sort of similar to Moleskin, but it's not Moleskin. Here's the colouring book of garden paths and forest trails. So it's a nice spiral bound one with some handy illustrations in there, and it's got a plastic protective sheet that goes between each pages, which I haven't seen in other ones before. Now this one is super special to me. I keep it in the envelope. It's from Yonak Kazur, and she does the most beautiful illustrations, and they're super cute. These are some little cards that she sent me, so super beautiful. She's from Paper Dreams on Etsy. Jane Austen, because I love her. So this is a postcard book. They're detachable. I can feel just turning the pages now that these pages are going to come out. Here's another super cute little book of postcards. It's called Fantastic Animals. Bought this at a shop in Sydney. It's super hard to find it online. This one's called Secret Japan, and again I just bought this at the local shops in Sydney. There is a big version of the book, so you can buy a book, or you can buy the little set of postcards, or you can buy both. My friends at Good Wives and Warriors, well, they're not my friends, I just love them. This is their book called Escape to Oz, based on The Wizard of Oz, and it's full of intricate and beautiful illustrations, as we always expect from Good Wives and Warriors. Here's their other one. It's called Escape to Shakespeare's Past, or Shakespeare's World. And again, it's filled with beautiful, intricate drawings. It's just gorgeous, as is all their work. Now, this one, of course, is my favourite from Good Wives and Warriors, and you all know why. It's because it's based on Alice in Wonderland, which I adore. So, Escape to Wonderland, and that's all from Good Wives and Warriors. So here's a nice little set of postcards. It's based on the Elephant Parade, which this is what I love about colouring. You know, things happen or you see things. It really helps you to broaden your horizons. I never knew what the Elephant Parade was until I actually bought this postcard book. So it's really lovely cause and beautiful illustrations in it. Here we have the Anamorphia notebook from Kirby Rosanes, and based on the big Anamorphia book. And this is his other book, Sketchy Stories, which is based on his sketchbook. So full of intricate drawings there. One of my favourite artists is Daria Song, and this is her notebook based on the Time Garden. So we've got single pages, and it's filled with gorgeous illustrations every now and again. So I like these practical type books. This one is the Zen Colour one. It's a 52-week planner, so it's got illustrations and spots to write information on. Now, one artist that I really love is Lulu Mayo, and three of these are by Lulu. A Million Bears, A Million Cats, and A Million Dogs. They're all super cute and super gorgeous. And then there's this one, A Million Christmas Cats, which is by John Bigwood, who's part of the Million series of colouring books, and this is their Christmas edition one, which I didn't think that I could love anything that Lulu didn't draw, but John has done a good job of winning me over. This one is the anime colouring book. You might remember this one because it's the star of my dud colouring book video, and the reason being is that it's full of artwork that's been taken from well-known artists and really badly put together in a colouring book. Do not buy. So I'm just going to go and replenish, and we'll be back in a moment.